Hi, today we're going to be talking about two big portals that we have kind of opening up for us. The first is the Lunar New Year. So that happens, and they celebrate the Lunar New Year or the Chinese New Year for about 15 days. So we've got some time to have fun and play with that and talk about what that is. And then also hitting at that same exact time, we have a lunar eclipse portal that is opening up. So, why do these matter and what's important about them for you? First thing I want to mention is that an eclipse portal is a great time to like clear out anything that you're ready to get rid of and actually have some really great potential for growth. And you can do 18 months of healing and growth within that 2 week period as you can in 18 months. So it's just a great time to jump in if you're really wanting to like clear things up and to move forward faster. Then also with the new year, we're looking at in America, we've already celebrated the new year, and it's pretty much in the dead of winter that we celebrate our new year. And so everybody's trying to set their new goals, plant their new seeds for what they want to have happen for this 2026. And honestly, we're still, like I say, in the dead of winter. So it's not like that's the greatest time to be planting seeds. Most of the time, where I'm living, anyways, there should be snow on the ground. There isn't right now because it's a weird year, but normally there would be, you know, inches, if not feet of snow on the ground, and that's not a time to be planting your seeds generally. So if we're looking at the patterns of our universe, and patterns of the seasons and all those things, that would not be the best time to be starting things. Yes, it might be a good time to go in internally and plan what you want, but it's not necessarily the best time to be pushing and shoving and trying to make things happen. Maybe it's more of that relaxing into things and seeing what it is you do want and anticipating what can happen. And so we want to use those times of the year for that. So as we look at the Chinese New Year, it's shifting now. I don't fully understand it and I don't keep track of all of it, but I do, for some of you, want to acknowledge that we are going from the year of the snake to the year of the horse. And horses, it's about moving forward and going fast and those kinds of things. So that's just the energy that's kind of fun to think about that can be coming forward in this new year that we have ahead of us. So, yes, for us here in the United States, we've already had the new year. We're well into February. I understand all of that. But if you're thinking energetically and if you're thinking about the seasons, this might be a great time for you to just tweak that thinking just a little bit and get on board with what can have a little bit of impact to make things a little bit smoother and easier for you. So, eclipses also come in sets of 2 or 3. So we also have another eclipse that will be happening. Let me see here in my notes on the 1st or 2nd of March, depending on what time zone you live in. So that's also something that we will have coming up to use as well. So on the 17th, like I said, we have the new year coming. And so we want to be thinking about what is it that we really want to be creating and how do we get there? Maybe breaking those goals down into smaller steps, getting, things on the calendar, those kinds of things, and using that time as the time for planning and making things happen in that part of it. So let's see. I've kind of skipped my notes. Let me check really quickly. So I'm going to share like 5 different ways that we can use some of this energy to impact us and help us. The first thing is if you don't want to do anything, just know that just going through the energy, whether you acknowledge it or not, you're going to be shifting and changing. And so if there are times when it feels a little intense and you catch it, just remember to take a few deep breaths and to trying to relax into it and realize that sometimes there are different points where it's a little bit more emotionally charged. So just breathing and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. That's just a good way to release. Anytime you can breathe out through your mouth and just really let everything go is a great thing. Just a reminder, this is not a time for fear. This is a time for looking forward, for optimism, for hope and excitement. And I love that about the new year, whichever time you decide to celebrate it. It is about a new beginning and a new start and a fresh slate, right? You have a new calendar, you have a new desire of what you want to do with that time. And so use that and have excitement in those times of planning. The other thing is that you need to trust the things that are going to shift and change are going to be for your best good. I know sometimes that things can get a little bit, I don't know. I'm seeing like a visual of like being a little bit squishy, right? And sometimes things get a little bit tight. They're usually for our best good. And so, times for growth and expansion and all of those things. And so, just recognizing that this is a great time to look forward to the good things that happen. I believe that God, you guys use your word, but I believe God always wants the best for us. And so he puts things in our path that are going to open up and let things become even better. And so just trusting in that higher power or that source creator, whatever your word is, trusting that they've got your back and that they're going to make things happen. Number four is that I suggest maybe spending some time in looking at who it is that you want to show up as moving forward. You get to dump everything back behind you and like, who do you want to be? Do you want to be more confident? Do you want to be more charismatic? Do you want to be more peaceful? Maybe it's that you want to have things fall into place easier and it's not that you're fighting against everything. Like, what is it that you want to have happen in this next little while as you're moving forward for this new year? This is a great gift that we've each been given to have this time to open up and kind of look into those things. And so I would suggest spending some time journaling on like who is it that I want to become, who is it I want to show up as in this next year moving forward. Um, and the last thing that I want to do, I decided to put this one last, is because I want to kind of guide you through an experience. So, um, this might, when you're doing it at home on your own, might make more sense to let go of things and then decide who you want to be. But I've done it this way because I want to be able to guide you through this experience and then finish with it. So, the last thing that I would suggest is to be intentional about what it is that you're wanting to let go of. If you're wanting to let go of trauma from a rough experience you had in your past, if you're wanting to let go of grief from loss of a loved one, maybe you're wanting to let go of self hatred, or um, you wanting to let go of having lost a relationship that you thought was going to be there or something like that. Like, allow yourself to look at what it is that you want to let go of. And I would spend some time journaling on what those things are. But as I ask that question, what is the first thing that comes to mind for you? What is something that you are ready to let go of right now? Just take a big deep breath in and out. Let's do that two more times. In and out. Last time, breathing in even deeper and letting it go. Now looking down into your heart and thinking about what is it I want to let go of right now? What is the biggest or most important thing that I can let go of? Just let it float to the top of your mind. And when you have it, I want you to think about what color is it? What's the temperature of it? And where in your body have you stored it? And maybe you have the answers to those questions, but you don't have what it was that you wanted to let go of. And that's okay. By describing it in those three ways, your body knows exactly what it's ready to let go of. So now we're going to intentionally breathe again, thinking of that space in your body that you just identified. You're going to breathe in and visualize that breath going to that specific area. So taking a breath in, holding it for just a second, now breathing it out. We're going to do that two more times. Breathing in, breathing out. And you may see it getting smaller. You may feel it getting smaller. One more time, breathing in and again, breathing out. And if it needs to be an explosive breath, by all means, let that happen. Now, if this hasn't resolved everything, you continue to breathe. But for now, we're just going to move on with the video. So that is how you can let things go very quickly and easily and let them physically go, because oftentimes we let go of the energy, but we don't necessarily let go of the sensation. And so by acknowledging it and breathing, we're letting go of it in both directions. We're holding the intention, we're letting it go energetically, and then we're physically breathing to let it go physically. So I hope that that has been helpful. I really do hope that you will find this time an exciting time of newness and renewal and choosing what it is that you want and how it is that you want to show up. If this video has been helpful for you or you've enjoyed it, please feel free to share it. I would love to grow my audience, but more than anything, I would love to help other people heal. So if that's something that you can help me do with, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, I am going to be doing a workshop, I guess, or a breath session, however you want to look at it, on March. See, not March. Sorry, February 28th. And it will be here in the Salt Lake Valley. So if that's something that you would be interested in coming to, please let me know. It will be for clearing energy and clearing sensation out of your body with breath. And then also walking through a meditation once you have your intention of what it is you're going to be working on for the new year. We're going to really build that energy and let your body experience that in ease and pleasure. And those are some of the best places to be when we're trying to attract and we're trying to grow and have the things that we want. So if that's something that interests you, please share that as well. I would love to see you there. You can reach out for more details on that. You can either DM me on Facebook or Messenger, or you can email me at toolstoempower@gmail.com. Have a wonderful day and blessings to you all. Bye.